It's time for the 2016 JV Football Championship. The Alexander County Parks and Recreation Department, and participating in this championship game, the undefeated Wittenberg Wildcats. They are wearing the green jerseys, the white pants, the white headgear, and the Sugarloaf Steelers, they are 5-2 coming into tonight's game. Wittenberg will kick it, or actually, we do have some kicking in JV football. We didn't have any in the Pee Wee battle, but we've got it here. So Wittenberg's going to kick it. They are undefeated, 6-0, and they beat Sugarloaf in their earlier matchup 12-0. So here we go.
For the Steelers, number 88, Nate Rourke, kicking off for the Wildcat. I believe it's number 55, Trevor Bird.
Trevor Bird is the kicker. And he squibs it. Oh, it takes a big hop, but a nice grab. And what a tackle. My goodness, Jayan Connor. You talk about closing speed and a good tackle. What a play.
That's a great play. You want to talk about speed? That kid is full of speed right there.
I tell you, I just saw it on that play. He closed the gap between himself and the return man really quickly. So here we go. They play the whole 100-yard field. Sugarloaf 5-2. Coach Gary Comer out there leading the way tonight. Kyle St. Clair and Kyle Ayers assisting him. They are wearing the white jerseys, the black pants, gold socks, and black headgear.
Now, I know the first time they played, Wittenberg ended up winning 12-0, but Sugarloaf dominated time of possession.
Really?
Drove down many, many times inside the red zone and just couldn't punch it in.
They're going to start on their 38-yard line, and they're in something of a flex, and they're going to hand it off, and oh, that is wrecked. The ball carrier was Jameer Miller, and there's a penalty marker down.
Personal foul,
face mask.
Jayan Connor actually come out of there with a ball in his hand for Wittenberg, but no fumble, but a penalty against Wittenberg, a face mask call.
That'll be a big penalty. 15 yards and a first down. That'll put the ball on the other side of the 50.
Yes, it will. Do not have the coaches for Wittenberg.
The head coach for Wittenberg is Mr. Josh Hardis down here.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, is it twins down there with him and Donnie beside each other? I mean,
I do see Josh down there, and yes, it looked like Twin Peaks there down on the field. 1st and 10 after the penalty for Sugarloaf. And here they go. They're going to hand it off. And, oh, there's a big lot of confusion there. Wittenberg swarming on defense and not much going on right there.
Like number 99, Kate Hardis, finally made the tackle.
Give him 1 yard. It's 2nd down and 9 to go. The ball on the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Sugarloaf in the huddle. Break it out, and here they come. They're in that tight flex formation. Oh, they're going to try to sweep it. No go. What a tackle made by 59, Alec Woody. And that is a big play right there. Spilled him for a loss. And I'm looking at the scores this year, and maybe the reason Wittenberg is undefeated is because they've shut every team out except Bethlehem. Bethlehem scored a touchdown. Everybody else they shut out.
That's impressive at the JV.
Are you kidding me? They give it up. Now, they played an extra game. They played East Iredell and gave up a touchdown in that game, won it 19-6. So altogether, they've given up 2 touchdowns all year. That's it. Well, they always say defense does win championships. We'll see. 3rd and 11 from midfield. Little misdirection. Wittenberg swarming on defense, and you can see why they've not given up any scores this year.
Number 59, Alec Woody.
Woody again in on the play. Zach Braswell in there too. 4th down and 11, and Wittenberg's defense just a swarming unit.
We're going to punt the ball. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
So they're going to do the punt thing, go 20 yards. And
yep, the punting's the same way in JV as it is in Pee Wee.
Wittenberg will start on about the 29-yard line. And let's see what the Wildcats can come up with. Cade Church is the quarterback, number 18. Wittenberg breaks the huddle. Now here they come. They send a wide right. They've got a off-balance eye. They're going to hand it off. Number 1, he's sweeping. That is J.N. Connor. Now, you told me he can fly. He's got the corner. Can he stay in bounds? Nope, they say he stepped out.
It's like at the 43.
Yeah, boy, he does have some burst, doesn't he?
I think somebody might have got a fingernail on him to push him out over there.
Yeah, that's about it. They're going to spot him at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. J.N. Connor on the run. I'm reading here. Wittenberg has outscored their opponents, not counting that non-league game against East Iredale. They've outscored their opponents 122-7. That's
impressive.
Wow. 1st and 10. Wittenberg. Well, they're going to try to sweep it right. And, Sugarloaf's got good numbers, and what a nice play by number 49. That is as good as it gets. Tim Marlowe, and you talk about perfect tackling. He went for the hips, he wrapped, and he sprung him to the ground. That's great stuff.
Great play.
Loss of a yard at 2nd and 11. Boy, Butch Carter was probably watching that, and that's the way we teach it right there. Good tackle. 2nd and 11. Ball on the 44. Congrats to Taylorsville. They won the Pee Wee Championship. They won it 38-24 over Bethlehem. They go undefeated, and Wittenberg's trying to do the same. 2nd and 11. We're going to hand it off. There's Connor, and he finds some room. Gets to the edge, still on his feet. He is hard to bring down. They're going to get him out of bounds at the 25, but he's got a 1st down. J.N. Connor on the run. He just picked and weaved his way. They're going to spot him at the 24. There is a Sugarloaf player down. They are the Steelers. They wear the black and gold like the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they are attending to the injured player. And I like this. The players go down to one knee, waiting for... he's getting up. He's okay.
He was the tackler on that play as well.
Yeah, that is Jameer Miller. He's all right. He's under his own steam.
1st down and 10.
He'll get a blow. He'll go to the sideline and probably be back after a play or two. It's a 1st down on the 24. The nose just shy of the 24. 3:30 left. Wittenberg on their first possession.
We already had 3 touchdowns the game before on the
board. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Cade Church going to hand it off. Connor got a hole. He's gone. They cannot get him. Touchdown. J.N. Connor from 24 yards. And once he got That little seam, you mentioned it, he's got all kinds of serious speed, and he just ran away from everybody. Wittenberg draws first blood. They jump up 6-0. Now we are talking 8 and 9-year-olds, right?
8 and 9.
Basically, third and fourth graders.
Yep.
So the kids are a little older, a little larger, a little quicker, a little stronger than what we saw in the Pee Wee matchup. So we'll go for the PAT. And, they've got numbers. Sugarloaf's got numbers, and they're going to deny the point after touchdown. Good stop. 88 out there is Nate Rourke. And he gets the stop on the conversion attempt, but Wittenberg takes the lead by a 6-0 score, and one of the Wittenberg players getting up a little slowly, but he's up and he's okay.
Point conversion is no good.
So Sugarloaf took the first possession, couldn't move it, elected to punt, and Wittenberg drove it down the field and took the lead.
And I'm pretty sure that this is a rematch of the Pee Wee Championship from last year.
Okay.
So I think we're looking at two young teams here in the JV ranks. I mean, I know they probably got a couple older ones on there, but I know the Connor kid, he just signed up for 7-8 basketball, so I know he's a young kid on the team. 27 is the kicker. He is Isaac Bird, and he's got some wild socks on. Look at that. I love it. Squibber. Oh, they're just going to lay on it. Caleb Jenright just lays on it at about the 44-yard line, and that's where Sugarloaf will start. They are 5-2 on the year. Coach Gary Comer out there leading the way. Now let's see if Sugarloaf can answer. Sugarloaf also had to win a game last Monday night to get to this championship. They defeated Ellendale to get here, so we had 5 JV teams in the league this year, 5 Pee Wee and 4 varsities, so 14 teams throughout our whole rec league.
Let's see if Sugarloaf can get some offense started here. And play got a little botched, but they're going to get the corner and taken out of bounds. 88 on the haul is Nate Rourke.
Number 1, Jayon Connor.
Jayon Connor in on the stop. And they're going to get out to the 49, so that's a pretty good pickup. Gain of about 5, second down, 5 to go. 2:40 left, first quarter. Wittenberg leads it 6-0. Sugarloaf with their second possession. They break the huddle. It looks like number 30, Luke Street, is the center. Mishandled. It's on the turf, and they're going to recover it. I think Rourke got on it alertly. That Wittenberg defense is a swarming unit, and we mentioned undefeated on the year and giving up only 1 touchdown in the league all season.
And not giving up many yards at all.
No, I wouldn't think so. It's 3rd down and 9. Sugarloaf having trouble getting that offense cranked up against this Wittenberg defense. And before the play gets started, they're going to blow everything dead. That's going to be a false start called against Sugarloaf.
It will remain 3rd down.
So that will back them up 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down and about 14 to go. The new spot, the nose just shy of the 40-yard line. We'll crank the clock. We're inside 2 minutes in the first period. This is the Junior Varsity Championship. We're talking 8 and 9-year-olds. We're talking 3rd and 4th graders. Duking it out here on Championship Monday. Sugarloaf has yet to get the offense on track. Can they get outside? Oh, it's a good play. Midfield, 40, and they run the ball carrier down, but not before he gets a first down.
Aiden Barber on the run there.
That's a nice one. Aiden Barber on the carry. And that's the biggest play of the night for Sugarloaf. They go inside the Wittenberg 40. They spotted at the 37. Sugarloaf breaks the huddle. Here they come. Coming up on 1:15 remaining in the first quarter. Everybody in tight for Sugarloaf. They hand it off. Rourke gets a little room before he's tripped up.
Over there.
Yep. Made a cut and lost his pins, but he goes down to the 35, gain of 2. We're inside a minute remaining in the opening period here on a clear, crisp autumn evening. Sugarloaf trying to answer a Wittenberg touchdown. Man in motion. They give it to the motion man, and Wittenberg just swarming on defense, just not allowing anything. They're getting Jameer Miller on the carry, and the key to their defense, they're getting so much penetration.
Like number 3, Blake Cox in on the tackle out there. Not letting anything get to the outside.
No, 3rd down and 9.
And that's the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. It's 6-0 Wittenberg. Well, we will run down the Sugarloaf roster. Number 1 is Jameer Miller. Number 2, Preston Brookshire. Number 9, James Perdue. Number 10, Sammy Lowe. Number 12, Jacob Gurley. 13, Aiden Redmond. Number 20 is Brennan Little. Aiden Barber is 27. Luke Street, number 30. Tim Marlowe, number 49. Zach McCurdy, number 50. Daniel Walton, 55. Caleb Jenwright, number 77. Nate Rourke, number 88. Kevin Henson, number 99. Steelers are 5-2, and they've got a 3rd and 9 as we start the second quarter. Well, they're going to reverse it. Rourke will grunt his way to the 35, a gain of not much, 1 yard. That Wittenberg defense is just, they're
ferocious.
They are. They
short gain on the play brings up 4th down and 8.
4th down about 8 at the 35-yard line. You got to come up with something here if you're Sugarloaf. You got to try to come up with something. The Wittenberg just keying on this option game that Sugarloaf is running, and they're getting so much penetration. Basically, when you hand the ball to the ball carrier, he's already got a defender on him. Wittenberg a little bigger up front. You can see that, and that's part of it.
Big 4th down here.
Yep. Rourke taken down, maybe a yard. Wittenberg's going to live by that defense, and they're going to get their hands right back on the ball.
Was that big 99 Cade Hardison on that stop.
Well,
turnover on down, first
Coach Josh Hardis out there with his team. Wittenberg will take over on their own 34, up 6-0 here in the JV championship. Wittenberg breaks the huddle. Here they come. They send a wide right. Little slot out to the left. Cade Church will hand it off.
Almost had him.
Had him in the backfield but didn't get him, and now Connor's on the run, and he will still go out of bounds. I think they're going to say he went out about the 47-yard line.
Number 1, Jayon Connor.
Connor, he's got a, they like to use that term wiggle. He's got some wiggle. And he's got a first down out over the 47. Nose just shy of the 48. The one player we missed for Sugarloaf is 31, Micah Presnell. First down. Wittenberg on the carry by Jayon Connor. Church in the shotgun. And yeah, I think we got a false start whistled against the Wildcats. A little note here on Wittenberg's defense. Their leading tacklers for the year: Sebastian Green, Jayon Connor, Cade Hardis, Trevor Bird, and Alec Woody. Offensive line led by Cade Hardis, R.J. Shuford, and tight end Carson Beal. Cost them 5, 1st and 15. Coming up on 5 minutes left in the half.
Game's going a little quicker than the first game here.
By a lot. Man in motion. Ooh, Church almost mishandled the snap, but he hands it off to Connor, and he will get the 5 yards back. They lost on the penalty before he's pushed back.
Pretty much a gang tackle there by Sugarloaf.
Yeah, a bunch of them in there.
Led by number 20, Brennan Little.
2nd down and 10. The ball on the 47-yard line. We talked about it earlier. This is you will never see the grass this green in November, and the reason is we haven't had the cold weather to push this Bermuda grass into dormancy. And it would be even greener if we'd have had some rainfall. We haven't had any of that. But I think the cold stuff is about to approach. We're probably going to see some 30s tonight.
Yeah, I believe I seen somewhere earlier they said there might be a chance of some snow showers in the mountains a couple times this weekend.
Well, we've had a very warm fall. Timeout on the field. The players getting a drink of water and a little encouragement from their coaching staff. Sugarloaf trailing it 6-0. Wittenberg still huddled around Josh Hardis over there. Now they break the huddle. Here they go on 2nd and 10. They just made up the 5 yards they lost on the penalty. Church gonna pitch it out there. Oh, this is great defense by Sugarloaf. There's a good tackle. Number 77, Caleb Jenwright, just made an emphatic stop.
49, Tim Marlowe blew it up to start with.
Yeah, he stopped it, you're right, but then Jenwright cleaned it. And
now I like watching 49. After he makes a play, you just watch him and watch the little dance moves he might do after.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, I'll keep an eye on that. They've got a 3rd down and about 18 to go back on the 40, so Sugarloaf's defense getting a little ornery right here. They get the ball back. They're going to hand it off to Connor. Tries to sweep. Uh-oh. He's got the corner, and he can fly. He's to the 40. He's to the 30. And I don't think they can catch him. I don't see any penalty markers. Touchdown, Jayon Connor. You know, they had a couple shots at him, and there you talk about it, you talk about it, you talk about it, making plays. They didn't make a play, and he punished them.
60 yards on that run.
Yeah.
That's a nice option to have when you got a 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20. You just hand it to him. And
they made contact with him a couple, maybe 3 times, but once he got out in the clear about the 45-yard line, it's a foot race, and he's going to win that foot race. I don't think there's anybody on the field that can catch him.
Nope.
12-0 Wittenberg. Now they'll go for the point after touchdown. And they will try to sprint right, and Sugarloaf is going to stuff this one. No way, no how. Jenwright and company in there on the stop. But it's 12-0. The undefeated Wittenberg Wildcats here in the championship game for the JV division of fall football in the County Parks and Recreation Department. 3:25 left, and if you're Sugarloaf, you got to come up with a score here because Wittenberg is going to get the ball to start the second half.
That's exactly right. You gotta put up some type of drive right here.
Yep, you need it.
3:25 and all 3 timeouts. They got plenty of time.
Well, they've had trouble on offense, but everybody else has against Wittenberg all year. Here comes the kick. Squibber picked up at the 40. And Wittenberg just doesn't let anything develop. I mean, they are so good. If you watch them, they just pursue to the ball so well.
Sandwiched over there.
Yeah. And Sugarloaf's going to start out 41-yard line. And, well, let's see if the Steelers can get something going here. Maybe they need Ben Roethlisberger to back in the pocket a little bit and loosen up this Wittenberg defense.
Took Ben a while yesterday. Still didn't get it done.
No. I will say this, I'm now buying the Oakland Raiders. They're for real.
I would agree.
It took me a while to buy them. I wanted to be sure. I watched them play quite a bit yesterday. They're for real. They're good. First down. And they go up the middle.
Like Rourke up the middle
Yeah,
there.
he's not going to get much yard, maybe 2. Covered up by that Wittenberg defense.
Look at that size of the Wittenberg defensive line. It's hard to get anything up the middle.
Yeah, it is.
That was big number 77 there.
Yeah, R.J. Shuford, he's a big guy. Well, we got almost 3. It's second down. 2:24 clock running, first half. 12-0. Wittenberg.
Wittenberg cheerleaders down there getting loud.
They are. Nice looking green unis. They fake the pitch. Rourke's got a hole. Here we go. Midfield. Uh-oh. He may go the distance. Rourke's in the clear. Can they run him down? They will stop him inside the 15.
59, Alec Woody.
Alec Woody, you know, and I love that. I love it so much when a player doesn't give up. And Woody didn't give up. He hung with him, ran him down, and it was a big play. But they haven't scored yet, thanks to Woody. And it's 1st and 10, the ball on the 14. By a lot, that's the biggest play of the night for Sugarloaf. Now they're threatening 1:56. They'll crank the clock. Here we go. Big opportunity here for Sugarloaf. They're going to squeeze it off. Rourke, he will grunt his way for maybe 2. Gang of humanity on top of him, including Alec Woody again.
Also, all over the place on defense.
Cade Church in on that stop. Got 2. It's second down and 8. If you're Sugarloaf, you have absolutely got to score here.
And you would love to score with no time on that clock as well.
Yes, you would. You're down 2 scores. And you know Wittenberg gets the ball to start the second half. You have got to punch it in the end zone here. Second down and 8. Rourke breaks 1 tackle and will work his way to about the 9-yard line.
Like Jayon Connor on that tackle.
We are about to see a third down, and Coach Gary Comer is going to burn a timeout for Sugarloaf. It's third down and about 5 on the 9.
Third down.
Well, the Wittenberg cheerleaders down there, and they are a pretty smart-looking unit with the green unis on. They've got the green pom-poms. Impressive. Big play right here for Sugarloaf. Third down and 5. Of course, they're in 4-down territory.
Yep.
So what do you do on 3rd and 5? They've had one big play tonight. Rourke was able to spring a big run, got it inside the 15. They've got it to the 9. They split one wide receiver out to the far boundary.
Keep it up the middle.
Yeah, they're just going to keep it up the middle. Jameer Miller runs it, and he got it to pretty close to the 5, maybe the 6. Will not be enough for the first down. Ooh, they say the 7, so we're talking 4th down and about 3. So here's a big play. 32 seconds, it's running, and Sugarloaf's going to burn another timeout and talk about what they've got to come up with. And here, Josh Hardis running out there. Now, you think about this, Wittenberg, you know, we talked about this. They've given up only one touchdown in the league all year. So this is unusual territory for them, for somebody to be threatening to score, I would think.
That's exactly right. And you know they're gritting their teeth wanting to keep them out. And I believe that's what Hardis is probably telling them right now.
Yeah, he's saying, guys, we haven't given up a one touchdown all year, and we're not going to give up one right now. Here's what we're going to do. And Coach Comer's saying, all right, here we go. We can put ourselves in a position to win this game maybe. If we can punch this thing in, we need 4 yards to get a first down, but you got to think about the clock. There's only 31 seconds. And I know they've used 2 timeouts on this possession. So here we go, big play for Sugarloaf. Oh, they mishandle it, and they're just going to have to lay on it back at the 14-yard line. That is the last thing you wanted to happen. Oh, my. Yeah, that was not at all what Sugarloaf wanted. They mishandled the snap, and here we go. Wittenberg's going to take over on the 14-yard line, and they're probably going to let the time run out in the first half. They're up 12-0.
Hardis already saying go to the sideline.
Yeah, they're just going to let the clock run out, and they are up 12-0, and they're going to get the ball to start the second half. Wittenberg undefeated, leads at the break, 12-0. It's the second half of the JV championship battle between the Wittenberg Wildcats and the Sugarloaf Steelers. Wittenberg leads it by a score of 12-0, and they're going to get the ball to start the second half. So right now, if you're Sugarloaf, stop or turnover. That's what you got to have.
That's exactly right.
Sugarloaf about to kick it.
It's a good little move.
This might be trouble here. It's going to go dead inside the 30, picked up. Return, Connor, oh, this is trouble. Midfield, 40, 30. I said it was trouble, but it was trouble the other way. Connor just turned what could have been a disaster into a touchdown.
That was about a 72-yard kickoff.
Sugarloaf does not have an answer for his speed. That was a good kick that got behind everybody. Connor went back, retreated it, picked it up about the 28-yard line, and just weaved his way through the defenders. And wow, it's 18-0. Just like that.
Definitely not what Sugarloaf needed.
Oh, no. Jay and Connor, big play right there. And, yeah, Sugarloaf needed a stop or a turnover, and they got neither. They got a kick return. So now Wittenberg will attempt to tack on the extra point. Jan Connor, the big kick return to start the second half. And they're going to hand it off up the middle. Nifty little move, gets outside, and that is an extra point for Sebastian Green. And we've got ourselves a 20-0 score. Wittenberg on top. Actually, 19-0. They only get one for that.
Yep.
So, all right, you go back to that kick. Really good kick. It got behind everybody. And Sugarloaf just needs to clamp down on the return. But Jay and Connor, who's been just about impossible to stop, if he gets in open field, found some open field. And once he got to midfield down this near sideline, it was a foot race that he'll win.
Yep, there's not anybody in this league that he's going to lose a foot race to. That's for sure.
So now Wittenberg will kick.
Maybe somebody on his own team. The Woody kid looked pretty fast tracking Rourke down.
There's a good kick. Fielded at about the 33, returned to the 40, 45. Oh, nice move. Oh, great return. 40, and guess who runs him down? Yep, it's Jayon Connor saving a touchdown, but Jameer Miller, what a nice return.
Very nice return by Miller.
He gets it to the 39, and Sugarloaf, their best field position to start a drive. And let's see if they can put some points on the board. They need to. They're down 19-0.
Had a nice drive there before the end of the half.
Yeah.
So, that's something to build on.
It stalled on them inside the 10-yard line, and Wittenberg returns the second half kick for a score. Sugarloaf needs points. Here they come. 5-2 on the season. Preston Brookshire, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Hands it off, and Rourke is stood up. That stingy, swarming Wittenberg defense stops him.
Like number 3 and on the tackle there for Wittenberg.
That's Blake Cox on the tackle. We got a player down, one of the Wittenberg players, but he's up. He's okay.
Yeah.
Loss on the play, second down and 11. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Lost a yard on that first play from scrimmage. It's second down and 11. The ball right on the 40. The Pee Wee Championship already completed. Taylorsville goes undefeated. They beat Bethlehem 38-24. Wittenberg trying to be the second team of the night to cap off a perfect season. Brookshire, left-hander, throws, and I think we're going to have pass interference, and I think that's a good call because the intended receiver just pretty much got held up.
Yep, that was a good call.
Yeah, it was. Number 27, Isaac Bird, was the intended receiver, and a couple of Wittenberg defenders just had him bottlenecked, and that's going to cost the Wildcats on a pass interference call. And the new spot will be the 25, so Sugarloaf trying to attack this north goal.
Ball the 25.
They're getting the play call. That's the first attempt at a pass that Wittenberg has made tonight.
Sugarloaf.
Sugarloaf.
What a
look
play.
at that. What penetration. What a great defensive play. Number 55 in there. That is Trevor Bird. Spills the ball carrier for a loss of 5 back to the 30. And that's been the thing all night. Wittenberg has had so much penetration from their defensive line. They've just been in the Sugarloaf backfield all night. Preston Brookshire, the quarterback. Hands it off. Rourke Spilled in the backfield. There's that penetration. Number 99, Cade Hardis.
Also number 1, Jayon Connor.
Yeah, 16, Will Holler. Just, you know, they're relentless, their defense. Just relentless. You talk about playing pursue to the football. Wittenberg is the absolute definition of it.
So we got timeout here.
Yeah, 3rd down, back at the 28. 3rd down at about 17 to go. And timeout called on the field. 4:32 left in the 3rd. It's 19-0, undefeated Wittenberg, and looking the part of an undefeated team. They've got a great defense, and they've got Jayon Connor on offense, who's basically the fastest player I've seen out here tonight. And they do a good job of getting him in space. And when you've got somebody that can outrun everybody, that's what you want to do. You want to get them in space where they can use that speed, and they do a really good job of getting him into that position. Handoff. I'll get a little bit of yardage on this one. Jameer Miller will pick his way inside the 30.
It's like 55. Trevor Bird on the tackle again.
He picked up enough yardage to bring up a 4th and 13. Got about 5 on that carry. Oh, there must have been a penalty. I didn't see a marker. But
I believe they're punting.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yep.
They are going to, that's what they're doing. They're going to relinquish 20 yards here, and Wittenberg will start on their own 9. The only shot that Sugarloaf has that I can see is they've got to force a turnover. They've got to force a turnover, and they better do it pretty quickly.
Yep, very quickly.
Here comes the Wildcats. They are huddling right at the goal line down in the north end zone.
Well, now I'm not sure what's happening.
Well, we thought
maybe they decided not to punt.
Oh, yeah, take that back. Here we go. We're not going to do that. You guys huddling down in the end zone, come back up here. Here we go.
Total confusion out here.
Yes, we've had a little. We've had a mulligan, is what we've had. A little rethink, and we've decided we are not going to punt. We are going to go for it on 4th down. So here we go. It's 4th down and essentially 10 to go. Coach Josh Hardis says we had our offensive play all set. Now you tell us we're going on defense. We don't mind. We got a good defense. So
That's
here
right.
we go. Well, let's see if Sugarloaf can come up with a way to pick up 10 yards and move the sticks. Time beginning to be a factor. 2:18 left in the 3rd. Sugarloaf finds themselves down 3 touchdowns. Here we go. Brookshire, the quarterback. Takes the snap, and they blow it dead.
Flag.
I think we're going to have some movement called against Sugarloaf. Maybe they're going to walk it off against.
No, Sugarloaf.
Yeah, it's against Sugarloaf. So now that 4th down they need 15. Back at the 33.
4th down.
Whatever play would work from 10 will probably work from 15.
Might try the pass play again.
Well, they need to come up with something.
Go.
They've got everybody in tight. They got a slot to the near. That's Miller. Brookshire hands it off Rourke, off right tackle, gets about 2. Wittenberg will take over on down.
Big Cade Hardis in there on that stop.
Yep, Wittenberg now, you would think that Coach Josh Hardis is going to take a look at that clock, and he knows that he's got a 3-touchdown lead, and the thing he wants to do is hang on to the ball and run that clock. And I got a feeling that we're going to see nothing very fancy. Put 2 hands on the ball. Let's run it out. Now, I got a feeling that, you know, you've given up 1 touchdown in the league all year. The one thing they'd like to do is pitch a shutout. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
So here they go on offense. Cade Church has gone the distance at quarterback. He's going to throw. He's got a receiver out there, and he caught it to about the 38-yard line. Good pass, good catch. Is that number 11? Can't make it out. It's number 15. That's Carson Beal on the catch. They get 7 at 2nd and 3. Church hit him out there. I did not think they were going to go up top here. What do I know about football? I just said we're going to put 2 hands on the ball and run clock. They throw on first down.
Bartis probably had that play in all year.
Yeah.
Probably hadn't been able to use it. So
There
he's
you
like,
go.
here,
Here we're going to use
try
it.
it.
2nd down and 3. We go under 20 seconds in the 3rd. They hand it off. And, that's good gang tackling by Sugarloaf.
Yep.
And they're going to spill the ball carrier, Sebastian Green, for a loss. And that should run out the 3rd quarter of play. There's the horn, and that's the end of 3. Wittenberg leads it 19-0. They are 8 minutes away from a perfect season and a championship. Let's run down the Wittenberg roster. Jayon Connor, number 1. Blake Cox, number 3. Avery Cox, number 4. Clyde Miller, number 13. Carson Beal, 15. Will Holler, 16. Cade Church, my neighbor, number 18. Sebastian Green, number 22. Number 27 is Isaac Bird. Gabriel Hernandez, number 44. Trevor Bird wears 55. Alec Woody, number 59. R.J. Shuford, number 77. Zach Braswell, number 88. And Cade Hardis, number 99. 1 quarter to go. Wittenberg up 19-0. They have a 3rd down and about 5 to go. Handed off up the middle. And they are going to be very near the 1st down marker. It's going to depend on the spot. That was Green on the carry. Did he get it?
It's like by the spot he should have it. It's like by half a yard maybe.
Needed to get it just over the 41. It does look like he has it.
And
Yep.
you just give it to him.
And it is a 1st down. We've got a
Injured Stiller.
Yep, we've got a Sugarloaf player down, and they're going to attend to him. 7:32 remaining in the game. It has been Wittenberg all the way. Sugarloaf has had tough sledding against this very stingy Wittenberg defense. The injured player is up. He's okay. Number 55, Daniel Walton, he runs off under his own steam. Always glad to see that. 7:25, the clock now running in the game, 19-0. Wittenberg, they break the huddle. Here comes a wide receiver to the near boundary. That's Zach Braswell. Cade Church, the quarterback, puts a man in motion. Play fake, throws it, got a man. Incomplete. Tried to get it to Jayon Connor, and Connor couldn't hang on, a little behind him. A little play fake and a pass that went incomplete. We've got a championship to come up in varsity. And who do we have in the varsity matchup tonight?
Got the Ellendale Tigers.
Yep.
And another Sugarloaf team. They are the Bandits, Sugarloaf Bandits.
All right. So that's on the way. Here we go. 2nd down and 10. Handed off. That's Connor. Tries to get the corner. Now cuts it against the grain. Breaks out of a couple tackles. Just refuses to go down. Finally, they turf him at about the 47. What a great run. What a great run. Preston Brookshire made the tackle, but not before he got all the way to the 46 and another set of downs.
6-yard line.
He broke a few tackles there.
Yeah, I'd say 4 or 5, maybe 6. Several people put pads on him, but it took a tussle to get him on the grass. We go under 6.5 minutes. It has been all Wittenberg, as it has been all season. I'm looking at their game by game. Had a couple 12-0 games against Sugarloaf. Those were the closest. And there's a run for a gain of about 3 or 4.
Sebastian Green.
Yeah.
Tackled by Caleb Jenright.
Yeah, Sugarloaf, who is playing them in this championship, I'm looking at their season numbers, they played them the closest. 2 12-0 losses. Everybody else lost by bigger margins, and Bethlehem was the only team to score against them. They lost 27-7. So it's 2nd down and about 6. Ball on the 44. Little misdirection. Right side, close to the first down, but flags are flying. Alec Woody on the carry, but this may be coming back.
Looks like we got a hold on Wittenberg.
We do have a hold against the Wildcats.
Against the Wildcats.
That will wipe out the carry with 5:21 left in the game. Coach Josh Hardis very content to watch that clock run, and it will start running once they walk off this big penalty against his squad, and it goes back into Wittenberg territory at about the 47. Now the clock cranked back up. We go under 5:20.
It's like Hardis trying to get everybody involved on the offense now.
Oh, yeah.
Different players.
Oh, yeah. Church, play fake. He's going to run with it. Makes a move, gets back into Sugarloaf territory, and he's spilled about the 48-yard line. James Perdue out there among the players in on the stop for Sugarloaf. It's 3rd down and 11.
3rd down and 11.
We're under 5 minutes.
Pretty good crowds out here tonight watching the championship games.
All wrapped up. They've dug the hoodies out of the closet, and see a lot of hoodies and sweatshirts. Haven't had much need of that garment, but need it tonight. A little chill in the air. 3rd and 11. They give it to Connor. Works, picks, weaves, gets some yardage, but not enough for the first down. He will be stopped at about the 41.
It's like number 20 on the tackle there, Brennan Little for the Steelers.
4th and about 4.
Might have been the first time all game they've been able to contain him to less than 10 yards.
Yeah. They need 4 to keep it in their possession. Coach Hardis says, I've got a 4-yard play here, guys. Here it is.
We're going to like to get a stop, get the ball back at least one more time.
Yeah.
Get a first down here, they might not have that opportunity.
No, if Wittenberg gets a first down here, they're going to run it out. And now we're going to get a timeout. I think Wittenberg was a little discombobulated there. They're going to use a timeout and talk about it, although the clock is still running.
They finally stopped.
Yeah, it stops at 3:04. Players coming in, players coming out. Coming off Blake Cox for Wittenberg. I just don't think Coach Hardis was comfortable with what he had, so let's use a timeout and let's make sure we're all singing from the same songbook here. So here we go on fourth down and the better part of 4 yards. Cade Church takes the snap, wants to throw. Throws it, got a man out there. Oh, what a great pass. What a catch. We're going to see a touchdown for Wittenberg.
41-yard pass from Church to Green.
Sebastian Green on the catch. Cade Church hit him right between the 3 and the 2. He caught it about the 32 and just waltzed his way down the stripes. And look at that.
Looks like Hardis knew what he's doing calling timeout there.
Yeah, I'm going to change it. We're going to throw it, and we're up 25-0. That's how you have a perfect season. You play great defense, and that's always a recipe for a good season is a good defense, and now they'll try to attack on the point after.
It's hard to lose when you got put up zeros all the time.
Yeah, it is. They'll hand it off, and a good play by Sugarloaf.
Like number 31.
To stop it, yeah.
Micah Preston on the stop there.
Micah makes the play, and we've got 2:59 remaining, and Wittenberg will boot it, and Sugarloaf's going to get their hands on it one more time, maybe an opportunity to at least put some points on the board. What a season for Wittenberg. They will kick it from the 40-yard line. One game left to go tonight, the varsity championship. And here's a kick. Squibber, one of the up men, will lay on it. Number 30 is Luke Street. He recovers it at the 47-yard line, and that's where the Sugarloaf Steelers will take over with 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the game. And the clock is running.
And recovery number 30, Luke Street. First down and 10.
Got the big guy down there on the PA tonight.
Mark Lackey.
Yeah, he does a good job getting the fans abreast of what's going on.
It's a little different now since we play at the middle schools on Saturdays. You
Yeah.
don't get to do the PA like it was at East Park. So,
Yeah.
it's a good thing to have him out here. The kids love to hear their name called.
Sure they do. 1st and 10. Grandparents kind of get a kick out of it, too.
But don't mess it up because they will let you know.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They will do that. They're going to try to throw. Brookshire throws it out there, and it's incomplete. Tried to get it to Nate Rourke, and they couldn't hook up. Brookshire, a left-hander. Threw a nice spiral, just threw it a bit too far. Wittenberg wants the shutout, and they've got the perfect season wrapped up, but they'd like to put another bagel on the board. Sugarloaf threatened one time right at the end of the first half, and they had it inside the 10-yard line, but they couldn't punch it in. Here comes a run by Rourke. He'll go to about the 49, then he's throttled. The tackle made by Carson Beal, number 15.
Carry on the play, number 88, Nate Rourke. 2-yard gain on the play, 3rd down and 8.
It's going to be 3rd down, and we are heading toward the 1 minute mark. We're right now at 1:15 remaining, so Sugarloaf run another play or two, and this one's going to go in the books.
Yep.
Here they go. They break the huddle. Brookshire, the quarterback, in the gun. Hands it off, and that is blown up. Number 1 tackles number 1. Jameer Miller on the carry, and Jayon Connor on the blitz wipes him out. Well, Jayon Connor has been all over this field tonight, and Miller a little shaken. He's okay.
Oh, we got the wind knocked out of him on that one.
I think that's exactly what happened to him. He's wondering how in the heck did that guy get over here so quickly. Well, the clock's running. Sugarloaf might get to run one more play here before we get things started. We are about to see our second undefeated team win a championship tonight. That's pretty cool. Taylorsville did it in the Pee Wees, and Wittenberg about to do it in the JVs.
And we'll have one more to try to complete the trifecta coming up with Ellendale.
4th down, 14. This might be the last play of the game. Brookshire, the quarterback, takes the snap. Hands it off, and just like it's been all night, the Wittenberg defense dominates. Alec Woody on the tackle, and I think that is going to end the season, a perfect season, I might add, for the Wittenberg Wildcats. They win it 25-0. They go undefeated on the season, 7-0. Congratulations to Coach Josh Hardis and his Wittenberg team. Your JV champions, the Wittenberg Wildcats.